Hey everyone, welcome again to Thoughts for the Week. We've been on a little break, but we are back, refreshed and ready to go again. This being an industry podcast, we're actually going to tackle one of a larger industry player that we have dealings with on, if not a daily, a weekly or monthly basis, and that is the FIA. Mo and I recently attended their awards evening, and that sort of triggered us or planted the seed in our heads to have a little podcast about it, just to see, the importance of it, why it's around, what it does, and how it represents the intermediaries around it. On that note, Mo, do you want to give a brief intro into the FIA? What are they? Who are they? What does FIA stand for, etc.?
Yeah, Andre, no problem. And yeah, welcome back. So the FI stands for the Financial Intermediaries Association of South Africa. They were started in 2008. It was a merger of two different associations at the time. And since then, they've built themselves into, in my mind, the leading industry player when it comes to independent financial advice and representing independent advisors as well as clients' best interests at different levels in the industry. So the biggest things that they actually do for us is they represent the interests of over 12,000 members now. They do that by incorporating what I think is a really good internal structure of internal staff and directors and people like that are actually pushing the agendas of independent advice, and then bringing on professionals from within the industry that are practicing advisors to actually sit on the committees and boards to actually be involved as well. So things they've been involved in includes interacting with the FSCA, which is our Financial Sector Conduct Authority, interacting at different divisional levels. So whether you're more in tune with the healthcare side, they're there. If you're more on the short-term insurance side of things, whether as a advisor or a client, they're there. They also drive quite a lot to do with social relevance in the country and making sure that young advisors from different backgrounds can actually make a success of what they're doing, and obviously pushing skills development and the quality of advice and stuff like that. So absolutely.
Would you be able to give us like an example of initiatives that they've worked on in the last few years or are currently working on, just to sort of prelude their use to the environment, to the industry?
Yeah. So, rather than giving specific examples, because I would probably butcher the amount of involvement they have had, because they are tremendously involved in anything that's going on, really, in terms of legal issues and changes in the industry and things that need to be tackled, but maybe two examples. One, on the short-term insurance side, so, they work really closely with the South African Insurance Association, as well as the Insurance Institute of South Africa, and that includes the South African Crime Bureau. So, they actually have involvement with all the major players around, on the short-term insurance side, for example, maintaining proper quality of service for clients, but also looking at how to tackle things around crime and fraud and things like that. And then another example is that they run a whole other committee on the discretionary investment side. So when it comes to investing in fund of funds and model portfolios and investments that fall under the discretionary investment management side of things, they run a whole separate committee that deals with the that side of things, and they were quite involved in introducing things like codes of conduct, and then also being the voice for discretionary investment managers in South Africa. So that's just two examples.
Yeah, and both of them great. And just from my side, I like the involvement that they have pretty much at every level of the market. It's not that they're ignoring any individual, be it an advisor or brokerage or product house or discretionary fund manager. They're literally open to communication and assistance with people at all levels. I mean, I'm sure if there's intermediaries watching this, their touch points will be your ongoing professional development, your CPD points. I mean, the FIA provide more content than anyone else that I'm aware of, at least. Which is, I mean, it's great, and it just makes sure that the quality that the advisors are producing is at a high level.
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. Just a disclaimer, these are our thoughts and opinions and not to be misconstrued as advice. Cheers.